Disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on.
I think you got me right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah.
6 apartment buildings, stating that they are all his properties with no partners involved.
Me, Floyd, like we got issues over here. He's still best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
You think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight. It took, it's been 2 years.
I find that one unique aspect of this case that I think is different than many others that I see on a regular basis is the extent to which this happened in front of children old enough to understand what's happening. These were not infants. These were children in the report listed as 11 and 9 years old. To the extent that...
What if the man who built his entire identity around money was secretly running out of it? We're talking about the same Floyd Mayweather Jr. who once treated piles of $100,000 like loose paper, purchased private jets as casually as most people buy shoes, and casually dropped millions on shopping trips without hesitation. But now, shocking information from someone who once managed his finances suggests the empire behind the flashy lifestyle may be running dry.
Money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
For years, there were whispers, court battles, tax troubles, questionable crypto promotions, and odd investment claims. Now things have taken a dramatic turn. Supposedly leaked banking information connected to Floyd is circulating, and the picture it paints is far from glamorous. Instead of luxury and abundance, it hints at financial stress behind the scenes.
And everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another. Whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself.
So how does the boxer who once stood as the sport's richest figure go from leading the money team to potentially struggling financially? And could the biggest challenge he ever faced be something outside the ring, his own choices and ego?
Disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on.
The story reportedly began with a surprising source. Not a celebrity gossip site or a viral interview, but a former financial advisor who once handled Mayweather's money during the most profitable years of his career. According to claims attributed to him, the most recent financial records don't look impressive at all. He suggests the undefeated champion might now be living check to check. Yes, the same fighter who supposedly earned around $300 million for his clash with Conor McGregor is rumored to have only a small amount of accessible cash left in his accounts.
Chilling in an EWV Rolls Royce. For those that don't know what an EWV is, that's an extended wheelbase Rolls Royce. I need the leg room. I know I ain't that tall, about 5'8.5", some days 5'9", but it is what it is. Chilling, sitting right here watching the Thriller in Manila, Ali versus Frazier documentary. Come check it out.
up top every planet.
The accusations go even further. The ex-accountant alleges that several accounts show overdraft warnings, delayed payments, and renewed concerns from the Internal Revenue Service. He also claims there are unpaid staff members, lingering tax obligations, and ongoing lawsuits involving former partners. On top of that, speculation suggests Floyd has been moving between places like Dubai and New York while dealing with legal pressure.
You have a person with 20 million followers, but may not have 20 million in their bank account. So I choose fortune over fame.
Could you explain everything that's happened with the taxes over the last couple of days? Can you give us your side of the story?
Oh yeah. When I was on the stage tonight, if you guys didn't see, from my Pacquiao fight, never even cashed a check. Still have 100 million that I never even cashed before. I have a tax attorney that takes care of everything when everything is okay. I still got.
To be fair, there's no doubt Mayweather generated enormous wealth during his prime. Undefeated inside the ring and a pay-per-view superstar, he became one of the highest-earning athletes the sports industry has ever seen. His fights produced staggering revenue, and his brand attracted massive attention worldwide. But earning massive sums and protecting that wealth are two completely different skills, and critics argue Floyd excelled at only one of them.
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
Happy birthday, champ. That's how we doing. That is sick, dude.
But you gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
No,
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. One of one piece.
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
I think it's a one of one. I love that.
Because his spending habits were legendary. It wasn't just luxury, it was excess on another level. Reports say roughly $30 million went into a collection of exotic cars alone, many of which barely left their garages. Multiple locations reportedly stored fleets of supercars that were displayed more like trophies than transportation. Then there were the aircraft, and yes, more than one.
Time to go. Let's go. Today, that ginger. No, just check it out. Go down here. Look at the color up top. Time to go big. Time to go big. See you guys in the lane.
Instead of simply chartering flights, Floyd reportedly owned several private jets. One aircraft was said to be reserved mainly for his entourage, while he traveled separately in another. And the watch collection? Equally extreme. His most talked about purchase was a diamond-covered timepiece rumored to cost around $18 million, bought more as a statement than as a financial asset. Daily living expenses were equally staggering. Estimates suggested his lifestyle could exceed $1 million every month. Personal chefs available around the clock, lavish gambling trips in Las Vegas, extravagant club parties, luxury shopping sprees that looked like movie scenes, and a huge entourage. On payroll just to maintain the Mayweather brand. He even bragged about carrying a duffel bag packed with $1 million and claimed he rarely wore the same pair of sneakers twice. While many wealthy athletes place money into property, startups, or long-term investments, Floyd seemed focused on maintaining an image built around excess. Diamonds, gold chains, luxury cars, and social media posts showcasing stacks of cash became central to the brand.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
One moment that raised eyebrows came when he publicly claimed to have purchased 62 apartment buildings in Manhattan valued at around $42 million.
Yeah, I think right.
Yeah.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
The claim spread quickly, with Floyd presenting himself as a major real estate player. But when reporters and investigators tried to confirm the purchase, they reportedly found no paperwork, no official ownership records, and no clear evidence that such a deal had actually happened.
Into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings, all belong to me.
Many observers began to believe the announcement may have been more about publicity than property. The situation reportedly attracted additional attention from financial authorities shortly afterward.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather, in this article, it states that he's spending $402 million in real estate investment in a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio in Upper Manhattan. The portfolio includes over 60 buildings and is one of the city's largest real estate deals of the year.
Wow. Well, thank you, Floyd Mayweather, for investing into New York real estate.
Some analysts believe the $42 million story may have been used to inflate the perception of his wealth at a time when audits and investigations were intensifying. If true, the strategy backfired, drawing even more scrutiny from regulators examining possible tax issues, crypto promotions, and business registrations.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And, you know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Remember the huge payday everyone talked about? From the fight with Conor McGregor, for years, former fighter and analyst Chael Sonnen questioned whether the final payout was really as massive as advertised.
You'll see reports. You mentioned 100 million for Floyd. The reports are 130. First off, he's never gotten 100 million for a fight, not even remotely close. But there's reports of 130. Wow. There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year, over Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is, and there's public companies they do business with. HBO would be one of them. find an executive to back the claim. It's never happened and it won't be.
And how do you know it's
He
bullshit?
makes very good money, because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life.
More recently discussed financial records suggest the take-home figure might have been significantly smaller than the widely repeated $300 million number. Once television networks, promoters, taxes, and other expenses were deducted, the actual earnings may have been closer to around $100 million or possibly less.
How does that guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen. He apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds? You know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced. I'll get your calls in a second. They did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather Pacquiao fight was. $100 pay-per-view.
Even more surprising, records indicate he still had unresolved tax obligations. Dating back to 2015, at one point he reportedly asked the Internal Revenue Service to delay collection until after the McGregor fight so he could settle those debts. In other words, the biggest payday of his career may have been necessary simply to stay financially stable.
He was boxing him up. Yeah, he caught Floyd a couple times, some little shots, mixed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. But he was holding on quite a bit and wouldn't let go and was trying to like hold and clinch and hit, which is something like right here, which is something you can do in MMA. And so Kenny Bayless gets tired of him not listening and not letting go. And he pushes him off and he says, that's it. So he goes crazy and gets away from Kenny Bayless and just starts wailing punches at Floyd. And so then there's fights in the ring and then there's fights outside the ring. And there's all this cell phone footage of people brawling and sucker punching each other. And he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him. And he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. He don't need any money. Yeah, but he don't need any.
Are you sure?
Meanwhile, other athletes who earned comparable fortunes built long-term wealth through investments. LeBron James famously invested in ventures like Blaze Pizza and ownership stakes in sports and entertainment companies. Even Mike Tyson, who once lost nearly everything, recovered through business projects, media appearances, and legal cannabis ventures.
If Floyd Mayweather step away from the sport and say he retired, and then I do exhibitions and I do other things, oh, he's hurting for money. Look, I got a lot of problems. Money ain't one of my problems.
Floyd, on the other hand, seemed to focus mainly on maintaining an image rather than building long-term enterprises. Critics say the brand was centered around attention and luxury instead of sustainable businesses. Adding to the controversy were reports about a private jet linked to Floyd being searched by federal authorities. Sources claim agents discovered questionable items on board, including unregistered firearms, large amounts of unexplained cash, and other materials that raise serious concerns. Investigators reportedly considered the discovery more serious than a routine inspection. It wasn't simply about luxury travel or party supplies. It pointed to possible legal and financial problems that demanded deeper investigation. According to the former accountant's claims, the most shocking detail from the alleged financial records is the remaining liquid cash, reportedly under $10,000 available in accessible accounts. On top of that, there are said to be more than $30 million in active lawsuits connected to unpaid deals, broken agreements, and disputed endorsements.
Why has it always come to money?
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. And without money, I'd be the same person. I fought so many fights for free.
You're getting emotional.
No, not at all. No, I'm thinking. You know, I'm always thinking. How can I get better? How can our company grow? How can I continue to teach people around me how to fish? And I don't want to fish.
Several properties once associated with Floyd, from Las Vegas to New York, are reportedly under heavy mortgage pressure or quietly being sold to handle mounting financial obligations.
I don't know what's happening. What really happened? And why is Romania going after him? Are they being pressured by someone else to do this? What is the reason why they're doing it? And what do they have on him? I don't know.
But nobody knows. A lot of people are acting like they know. If you go read it, everybody saying he got busted because of the pizza box, and then the authorities like that had nothing to do with it.
No, they knew he was in Romania. You know, if he really did sex traffic people, if he really did all the things he's saying, I hope that gets proven in court, and I hope he gets punished if he really did that. If he didn't do that, I hope he gets exonerated, and I hope he gets the fuck out of Romania. I don't know. I don't know what he did.
Publicly, however, Floyd has stayed silent about the allegations. His social media still shows training sessions, luxury watches, and highlights from his undefeated career. Yet insiders claim there is growing urgency behind the scenes, with attempts to sell assets overseas and secure another massive exhibition. Fight to maintain the image, but that carefully built illusion may be starting to fade. Floyd Mayweather built a brand around dominance and wealth. He mastered attention just as effectively as boxing. But eventually, reality catches up when the cameras stop rolling.
If you make 100,000, you have to put 50,000 up. If you make 100 million, you have to put 50 million up. You have to save money for a rainy day. Put it into something else. You always have to put half up, always, no matter what you. Even if you are just a regular 9-to-5 blue-collar worker, always put half up, and it'll be greater later.
And then what do you do with the other half? You invest it yourself in your business?
You have to live. You have to enjoy yourself when you make money.
Some now believe Money Mayweather may not have the money people assumed he did. According to the former accountant, years of spending, risky decisions, and financial pressure have taken their toll. For a fighter who avoided defeat in the ring, the toughest blows may be financial ones. What's your opinion on this situation? Was this downfall unavoidable, or can Floyd still rebuild? Share your thoughts in the comments, drop a like if you watched until the end, and subscribe for more boxing stories and analysis. I'll see you in the next video.